Welcome in, Greg Ruff and Doug Novak, the women's basketball coach here at Trevecca, having a terrific year in your first year here on the Hill. 4 games already plus over what last year's team had in overall wins and conference wins, and tied for second right now in the league. And then you get thrown this week. And this is nothing new for you, as the late Joe Biddle, who was a Nashville Banner columnist, would say this isn't your first rodeo. But this is what it's like coaching, right? You got this plan and you're going, and all of a sudden weather comes in and messes it all up.
Yeah, it's I grew up in South Dakota and spent a lot of time in Minnesota, so it kind of feels like an average day in those
Yeah.
in those states.
You're kind of looking at all of us like, what's the big deal?
Well, the difference is that in South Dakota and Minnesota, they spend all year long thinking
Yeah.
about preparing for these days. And when you're in the South, you don't have to have that kind of infrastructure, so it does make it a little bit more tough or dangerous. And it's all worked out so far, and we're just ready to play some basketball.
Was there any blink in you to stay down there and play against Auburn Montgomery on Saturday?
No, because I had a pretty good idea of the weather. We had talked to the bus driver. We had about 3 different plans. If it was bad coming back, that we would just stay in a hotel somewhere. So we had 3 different stopping points that we could have chosen from, but it really was fine until maybe the last hour, and then we just went really slow, and we got home safe and sound and secured a couple wins on the road.
Yeah, you got 2 wins on the road, 5 in a row now. Now talk about coming home, and the campus is largely shut down. There's trees down. There's snow and ice all over, and you guys are still plodding along, getting your practices in.
Yeah, it's in some ways we get to practice a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
And I hate to use this term, but there is no distraction of a class.
Yeah.
So
We get that. People understand that.
And the kids understand that too. So it's different, and sometimes this time of year's different is okay.
Yeah.
I remember like Phil Jackson and those players that played for the great Chicago Bulls teams, and they would talk about he was a different cat.
Mm-hmm.
They were smoking peace pipes and doing meditation and all that. And while some of them didn't believe in it, what they did like was a little bit of variety.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can only hear so many scouting reports through the course of your lifetime. I think there's a fish tank for scouting reports, actually. I had a doctor once say, once you've eaten so much fish, you have like a fish tank and it's full, then you become allergic to it.
Yeah.
So my kids sometimes will say, Dad, I think we're allergic to you. They've had enough of it. So, but just to change things up a little bit, and it also changes your perspective on some things, because you can just keep on going and become numb a little bit. This is a dangerous time because sometimes people think, hey, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
We got it. No, we don't. Every day you got to fight for those things that matter to you, and you have to define what matters to you. And so that's kind of what we're going through right now, and we're enjoying the whole process of it.
So early on, no one expected. I mean, people know you're a good coach, and that you would help the program in year one. I don't think anybody thought that you guys would be where you are at this point already. And maybe early on, people were saying, "Well, so and so's down," or whatever. At what point do all of us figure out, hey, this team's pretty good?
I don't know. It's up to you guys. It's we just want to play great basketball, and sometimes that means winning, which we want to win them all, and so is the team that we're playing.
Yeah.
But we're really trying to play great basketball and grow as a unit, and individually become better players, and then give your gifts away and make somebody next to you better. And we're trying like crazy for that to always be the focus. That's what it started at. Who's supposed to be good in the league, who's not supposed. Don't care.
Yeah.
I care about this team. We care about ourselves. We care about growing it through film, growing it on that practice floor, growing it through games, growing it through wins and losses.
Yeah.
And so we don't want to lose track of that, because that's where the joy is. And so not to get too high, not to get too low. And what other people think about you is like really have no control over that. We know what we think about ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to. I love to like say so and so's doing this. So and so. I don't know who to pick because as I watch this team, everybody's getting better, and you've talked about that. But literally everybody is getting better, and when they get their opportunities, they're making a lot of it.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I thought they've been following scouting reports ridiculously well, but in order to do that, you have to have a foundation of defensive balance and anticipation and awareness, and and each one of them helping each other out on a sideline, coaching them through a
Yeah.
bench. Not just the coaches, but the players themselves has been kind of fun. And just the groups. I just feel like we're trying to build each other up. And that goes a long way because you can get irrational, you can get emotional with a win or a loss,
Yeah.
and I like it all. Man, this is athletics. We should
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
We should be having the time of our lives. We should be go eating ice cream after good road wins.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if it's too high or too low, sometimes we lose what just happened. And so we're always trying to be realists about what happened. And we were fortunate in this game. We were fortunate during this segment. They let us off the hook, but that wasn't good basketball.
Yeah.
So, but again, you're putting together a puzzle. We've got a nice framework, and we're just kind of moving some pieces around, and the pieces are changing on us right before our own eyes, which is cool. It's a really neat thing to see players grow.
Yeah.
And to see them do some things that they weren't able to do at the beginning of the year, and that's okay. And then they grow into it, or they grow into something that we didn't anticipate, which is even more fun,
Yeah.
as opposed to being a cookie cutter program.
Well, we'll keep enjoying it. You guys keep doing what you're doing, and we'll keep celebrating and enjoying it and watching it. And we're very proud of what you guys are doing this year.
Well, it's fun, and I think the fans that kind of keep coming back, and they start to get a few more fans out there, and they really appreciate how these young women are trying to play the game, and they're an easy team to like.
Yeah, absolutely. He's Doug Novak. I'm Greg Gruff. We'll be back with more Trevecca basketball right after this.